Awesome. Again, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this evening to learn a little bit about MWR Financial and learn why thousands of individuals are joining our company all across the country. Okay. If you do not know me, my name is Terrence Hawkins. I am one of the district directors here at MWR Financial, one of the founders and leaders of the team No Limit as well. Okay. On my position in my career, guys, I am an enrolled agent from a revenue service, meaning that I've taken a series of tests with the IRS and I'm able to practice before the IRS in all 50 states, helping clients to do simple things like save money on their taxes, right? And to save money on their taxes and to be compliant at the same time. My wife and I own a company, guys, for over 20 plus years now. That we have been in business, but I started doing tax when I was 15 years of age, and I am 47 now. Okay, don't know about a lot of things, but one thing I tell people is I do know a little bit about taxes. Okay, I do know a little bit about taxes, and I have linked arms with this company, MWR Financial, guys, because they believe in some of the same things that we do in our practice. Number one, we try to help people to save money on their taxes and prepare themselves for retirement. You're going to hear this evening about why this company is so special to so many people out there as well. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and go over the company. And again, this is a Q&A, question and answering presentation, so you can answer the questions at the very end. But before I go over a lot about the company, guys, I like to talk about why we're here and why we're talking about what we're talking about. You see, if you was like me, you might have heard from your parents, you might have heard from your grandparents that you should do a couple of things, that you should go to school so that you can get a good education, so that you can get a good job. Have you heard that before? You probably have heard that. And you did exactly what you heard. You went to school, you got the education. Some got more education than others, right? Also that you can get that good job. And some of us, we got the good job. But I tell people, it's really what we wasn't told that really put most of us in the United States a little bit down, a little bit in trouble. You see, what we wasn't told is that once we got the good job, a third of our income was going to be gone to pay taxes. A third, because we got federal tax, state tax, we got property tax, we got gas tax, all these different type of taxes, and a third was going to be going away. And I can clearly remember that happened to me because, guys, we are accustomed to, without knowing, that when we're doing our budget and doing our expenses and doing our planning, that we are looking at our gross income. You see, when I was 16 years of age and I was working at McDonald's, okay, 16, I was making $3.25 an hour, guys. Yes, that was big money, right? I was making $3.25 an hour. Some of you guys can basically, understand exactly what I was going through. But I knew when my check came around what I was supposed to have. And I had already planned what I was going to do. Okay, some of you guys were saying I was going to the movies, I was going to get some clothes, I was going out to eat, I was going to take this special person out, whatever it was. We had our monies planned. Guys, I had myself planned too. So when I got my check and looked at it, it was less than what I figured. You see, my dad had already told me at 15 about federal taxes and state taxes, and because of my age at that time, I was exempt from it, right? Didn't make it enough to actually do it. I was zero, none of that came out. But something else came out, something called FICA. Do y'all remember the first time you was introduced to FICA? That's that Social Security and Medicare that came out of your check. I was introduced to it at age 16 working there at McDonald's. I just knew that my check was less than what I was figured that it was going to be less. So what that led me a little bit short of the monies that I thought that I was going to have on the weekend. So I was a little upset. So you know what I did, right? That's right. I went and told my daddy. I told my dad, I said, hey, they got your boy. They got me. They took my money. I need some help over here, right? So then, guys, I learned all about FICA, what's coming out of your taxes then. But the problem is, I want you to learn from that is, we had already based our expenses off of something that we thought we have. Many individuals have the expenses based off their gross income, not the net. Most individuals that's making $50-some thousand a year, you're only taking home about $39,000. So we really need to know about our take-home pay. And because of that and that situation that has happened, okay, individuals start living off of what? Credit. Living off of credit just to make up the difference or just to finance the lifestyle that they really want. Many individuals, guys, are not using credit just to live like the Joneses any longer. No, they're living off of credit, guys, and they're using that credit to put gas in the car just to go to work and just to get a third of their income going towards taxes. That's what I call a cycle. That's what I call a cycle. Okay, so all we're doing is living on credit. So we got what? More debt, more debt, more debt. So now we have a third of our income that's going to be going to the banks just to service the debts that we don't racked up. That's not cool. But then we're supposed to take the remaining third of our income just to cover our normal living expenses. We have to eat, we need clothes, we need heat, we just need certain things. Now, guys, if a third of our income is going towards taxes, a third of our income is going to be going towards debt, and then the remaining third is going to go towards normal living expenses, how are we to save enough for retirement? And the key word there is enough for retirement. You see, individuals, guys, know someone today that has retired and then say, I got to go back to work to do something to supplement my retirement. We want people to be able to retire and stay retired. And guys, you know what? We are not the only ones talking about it. We're not the only ones talking about this, guys. You see, Forbes basically actually said that the greatest retirement crisis in American history is happening right now. The greatest retirement crisis in American history is happening now. Money Q&A has said that why are professional athletes going broke and why you are too. You see, they understand that it doesn't matter sometimes how much money you make, because our athletes and our entertainers are making a lot of money. But when do we always see, why do we always see when we're reading the papers and stuff that our athletes and them are going what? Broke. They don't have any money before. Same stuff has happened to them. Market Watch basically said that most Americans are one paycheck away from the street. NASDAQ said that more than half of Americans will retire broke. We are not the only ones talking about this. But I can say that we do have a better system. And that's what we're here to share with you today, our better system. But we're going to share first with you guys our mission and our crusade and what we're trying to do. We are here to provide individuals with the same strategies and experts that's used by the wealthy. And they're using these experts and strategies to overcome the financial challenges that's been created by our tax, our credit, our banking, and our educational system. You see, our CEO and founder, Mr. House, basically understands that the wealthy individuals have money to hire experts and they use strategies. But what happened to the normal individuals that do not have the money to hire them? He wants to level the playing field, guys, so that everybody has the same opportunities. Why are we doing that? Because we understand the facts of what's going on. You see, 78% of Americans are currently living paycheck to paycheck. And 70% of Americans are paying too much money in taxes. 80% of Americans, God, have credit challenges, and 90% of Americans are buried in debt. And a result of those four things, 70% have less than $5,000 saved at age 65. Guys, MWR Financial is basically saying this stops today. This stops today. And guys, it all starts with a strategy called the instant pay raise. This is our proven strategy to increase the take-home pay of over 150 million W-2 employees. It's all about your take-home pay. You see, if you can stop the money that's coming out of your paycheck, which is normally what? Taxes that's coming out, you can start a better transition financially. You can start it. And there's two major things with the taxes coming out of your paycheck that we focus on. We stop overpaying on your taxes. 70% of people are doing that. We have to stop doing that. We're going to talk about that. Then position yourself, guys, with a home-based business, which is the #1 tax deduction that's out there. You got to use those tax laws. Okay? Let's start, guys, with stop overpaying the Internal Revenue Service. You see, you have to understand the tax system. The tax system work is this. We live in a pay-as-you-earn tax system. Pay-as-you-earn. If you're a W-2 employee, that pay-as-you-earn is called federal withholdings. If you're a 1099 self-employed, that pay-as-you-earn is called estimated tax payments. You see, the IRS is saying during the year that they want your taxes. They don't want it next year. They want it now as you earn the taxes. And see, if you drink January and April, we fill out that thing called a tax return. But the problem is what we look for when we fill the tax return out. We either go to our tax professional, we do it ourselves, and all we want to know is the refund. How much money am I getting back? We have gotten accustomed to think that a refund is something good. That's something great. We even basically rank our tax professionals based on the refund that they give us. Have you ever heard people say, hey, you need to come to my tax person. I get a refund every year. My tax person is really good. Without really understanding what a refund truly is. You see, if you continue to read the line item, line 75 in the 2017 tax returns, what this is, and line 19 in 2018, it says at the very end of that, this is the amount you overpaid. This is the amount you overpaid, guys. When do we think that overpayment is good? When's the last time that you overpaid something and you thought that it was the best thing? Because we don't. We need to treat the Internal Revenue Service just like we would treat any other business that we basically purchase things from. If you went shopping the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, if you went shopping then, you go in there to get some deals. You get there, you buy your item, you get back home, and let's say you're eating your leftovers, right? And then you're looking at your checks and you find out that, oh my God, I overpaid $50. Overpaid $50. What are you going to do? I know what you're going to do. You're going to get up immediately, go back to that location. When? Then. You're not going to wait. Who on this line is going to wait till the next Black Friday? Will you wait till the next year, Black Friday, to get your $50 back? No. Guys, we wouldn't even wait for $1 in the drive-through lines. Let's say you paid for 2 Cokes instead of 1. You pay for 2 drinks instead of 1 drink. They're, $1 any size, right? No, you're back up drive-through line, slow the line, or some of you guys get out of the car, somebody's filming you. The point is, we don't overpay anything. And if we do overpay, we want our money back now. The Internal Revenue Service said in 2017 that the average refund or overpayment is $2,818 on average, $2,818. 70% of the people did that, okay? That means it's an average of a little over $200 per month. $200 per month. We would go back to drive-through for $1 for a drink, but we will allow the Internal Revenue Service to keep our money all year long, and we're losing an average of $200 a month. Something's wrong with that. They're using our money on average, and they're not even saying thank you. Guys, they're keeping our money interest-free the entire year and didn't say thank you. First thing you have to do, guys, is stop overpaying the Internal Revenue Service. We want you to understand that you have total control of what comes out of your paycheck, and it's in the form of a W-4. You see, the problem is this form is not done correctly, but our experts would do it for you to make sure that it is correct. See, this is the form that you go single, one, married, two, that you put on there, not understanding what you're really putting on there to do. And I understand because there's a lot of things that affect this form. You see, sometimes, guys, it's not just the income that's there. It's other things like your interest, your dividends. Do you have business income? Do you have real estate income? Do you have Social Security? Do you have retirement monies coming out? Do you have other income coming out? Do you have IRAs? Do you have HSAs? Do you have student loans, interest deductions? What do you have? There's a lot of things that depend on this form. That's why it's not done correctly. And that's why our experts do it for our members to make sure you are not overpaying the Internal Revenue Service. That's just step 1. But step 2, guys, is all about positioning. You must position yourself to take advantage of the #1 tax strategies that's out there. And guys, that's about having a business. If you're a W-2 employee, especially, and do not have a business, you have to have one. Or you're losing money if you don't. I travel all around the country teaching that and proving that to individuals. The Internal Revenue Service Tax Code Publication 535 simply says that if you have the intent to generate a profit, if you actively participate, if you keep proper records, you can claim the expenses that are ordinary and necessary to the business that you have. Guys, you can take some of the personal expenses that you have and turn those into business deductions. That's the key. This thing is all about positioning yourself. You have to position yourself, guys. And you do not have to know hundreds of different types of deductions. All you need to become good at is about 7 of them. You become good at about 7 of them, you can save yourself on average $3,000 to $6,000 a year in taxes. And our experts, guys, will help you to convert these personal expenses into business deductions. They're going to help you to do it. You see your mileage, you're driving, you're going your miles. Do you know that the Internal Revenue Service says that you can combine your personal errands along with your business errands? And if you do that properly and track it properly, this year you get 58 cents per mile as a deduction. Deductions goes up against your income. You made $50,000, you got $5,000 in deductions, you're paying taxes immediately starting off at $45,000. And that's before you get to your standard deductions or your itemized deductions. How about cell phones? In 2011, Internal Revenue Service said, hey, you know what? We're going to make it so that you can have 100% of your cell phone to be a deduction if you know the rules and plan it properly. That's the key. How about your internet? Many of you guys are listening to me on something, either data or the internet, right? If you had a business, that can potentially be a write-off. Business meals. You need to learn how you can go out and you can eat and position yourself to write off your meal. That's 50% of that meal can be a write-off. Business trips. If you're going on vacation where you're going to the beach, you're going to the mountains, wherever you're going, you got to plan it correctly. That means knowing the rules. If you plan it correctly, guys, there's something called business days. And you can potentially write off your 100% of the travels, 100% of the lodging, and 50% of the meals on your trips. Medical insurance and expenses. How would you like to have 100% of your medical expenses as a business deduction, including your over-the-counter drugs? I'm talking about your Advil, your Claritins, your Tylenols. I'm talking about your gym memberships. I'm talking about if you like holistic medicines, like your oils and your minerals and your nutrients. Write-offs, properly planned. That's why you need experts. But here's one of the ones, guys, kind of like my little pet peeve here, okay? Because if you have a child, you have to take advantage of this tax law because you're already spending the money. You can hire your child. If your child is in between the age of 7 and 17, they are exempt from Social Security and Medicare. That's FICA. However, you can hire anybody and pay them up to the standard deduction, and then you can potentially write off, where they don't have to pay federal nor state taxes. Okay, you can pay anybody up to $12,000 this year because that's the standard deduction. They don't have to pay taxes on that money, and you get it as a deduction. Think about that for a second. How much you are paying your kids? Some of you guys are putting your kids through private school. And sometimes I get this every year. When are we going to be able to write off our private school for our kids? Guys, it's always been around. You got to position yourself. It's called hire your child. You hire your child, you pay them, they pay for their own private school. They don't have to file taxes on the money. You get a deduction. How cool is that? Guys, there's so many different expenses that we're paying for our kids now. They are in AAU events. They're in the basketball, softball, track. They're in gymnastics. They're in volleyball, all the different types of sports and activities and going on school trips and everything. Start hiring your child, using the experts so that you do it correctly, paying your child, let them pay for their own expenses. That is almost a must. And that's per child. That right there, guys, is worth the price of admission, right? Right? Guys, and here's the cool part. We basically, guys, can see if you qualify before you even started. So you can go to myinstantpayrates.com. That's myinstantpayrates.com. Do not go now. Go at the end of the presentation, please. All right. And you can key in basically those 7 deductions that I kind of mentioned. If you do that, make sure you use the monthly numbers. Do not use annual. Make sure you use monthly numbers on each one of the categories. And it's going to give you a good estimate of your potential savings on per month just by positioning yourself with the business. Guys, do you understand that the national average of the instant pay rate strategy here is $300 to $600 per month? That's not Terrence Hawkins talking about it. That's not MWR Financial saying that. That's based on the 2016 U.S. Census Bureau figures, guys. Now, what would you do with that? Think about that for a second. Step 1, $200, stop overpaying the Internal Revenue Service. Step 2, position yourself, and on average, $300 to $600. Let's say those $500 a month in savings. What would you do with $500 in additional? I want you to think about that for a second. If all of a sudden you have $500 without doing anything else that's positioning yourself, structuring yourself, following the experts in this strategy, what would you do with an additional $500? Some of you guys would take a real vacation. Some of you guys will, eliminate your debt. Some of you guys are going to give more to charity. Some of you guys are going to save for investments. I'm sure you'll find out what you can do with an additional $500. It's going to help you in your current lifestyle, isn't it? It would do that. And that's just the strategy. If you didn't learn anything about what I've said thus far, understand that you must have a home-based business and stop overpaying the Internal Revenue Service. It would save you literally hundreds of dollars a month. But there's more financially. Guys, let me introduce you to the Financial Edge membership. This is our membership that so many people are talking about it right now. Why thousands of people are joining to get access to this membership. This is your personal team of financial experts that you get to use, okay, or they get to use strategies, proven strategies, to secure you and your family's financial future. And it's 4 core services within those. That's tax, credit, debt, and your retirement needs. Let's go over those. First, what? Tax. If a third of your income going towards taxes, we need to give you an expert that's going to help you with your taxes. Many of you guys got different situations as far as taxes. Okay, many different situations for our taxes. How about to have unlimited consultation with the CPA, with the Certified Financial Planner, CFP, and with your enrolled agents, the EAs, okay, for any tax matter. And enrolled agents, guys, if you get a letter from the Internal Revenue Service, whether they're auditing you or something is wrong or whatever's going on, don't freak out, because you have experts that would do all of that for you, unlimited consultations every time you get a letter. Any financial matter. Do you need to lease a car, purchase a car? As small, as big as it is a financial, you do not have to ask your cousin any longer if they don't know what they're talking about. You don't have to ask your coworker, your family members, any of those guys. You have an expert to talk to. And that expert is going to help you with all of the tax reduction strategies that you need, including the instant pay raise strategy that I just talked about. Remember the instant pay raise strategy about the W-4? They're going to do the W-4 for you. You're going to be able to take that W-4 and give it to your HR department, and they're going to start taking less money out of your paycheck if their W-4 form is filled out, done correctly, and if you hadn't done it before. How about, guys, to make sure you're compliant with your mileage and expense tracker? You're going to get that included absolutely free. And it's TaxBot, guys. It's huge. It automatically tracks your mileage. You just get in the car and drive. It's tracking your mileage per stop. So you can know when you actually went to the Walmart and you got that's a business supply. Okay? It can track that for you. Guys, this stuff on average $200 to $300 an hour that is included in our membership. And how about your last 3 years of your tax return review? They're going to review your tax returns for you in the past. Why? Because if there's a mistake in there, or they got something that you didn't have that you're going to save money, you can potentially get that money back, that overclaim. You got 3 years to do it, the Internal Revenue said. We just want to make sure that you get the advice that you need from the experts. That's tax. How about credit? Credit, guys, is ran by a company that's been in business for over 28 years. They used to be a franchise, okay? They had over 13 different franchises throughout the country. Each franchise costs in between $50,000 to $100,000 per franchise. They have already helped over 100,000 individuals. I tell you that, guys, to let you understand that that's a system. That's a system. People don't pay $50,000 to $100,000 for a franchise without a system. That's a system. And they have been successful in helping individuals to basically have a credit score increase of in between 50 to 150 points in as little as 4 to 6 months. Because it's not just about, guys, your history. That's only 35% of your score. You see, I like the fact that they worked on all of your credit, okay? The 100% of it to increase your score. And what happens, guys, the secret about credit is you got to play the credit game. And to believe it or not, in the credit game is all about you must have debt and understand how to use and control the debt and the types of debt that you have, and do that over a long period of time. That's the rest of the 65%. You got to know what percentage is what and what to do. You see, you need to understand about installment loans, guys, are what? Your mortgage, your student loans, your car payments. Okay, you need to understand that needs to be on your profile, right? But let's say you try to get a mortgage, don't have a mortgage. How about to be able to have your rent to be reported on your credit report? We have affiliations that can happen for you. And that alone is about 29 points increase. Let me show you what 29 points would do. Let's say you had a score of 661. It's your score. Now, I know some of you guys are like, I wish I had 661 right now, right? Cool. But we want you to understand, guys, the higher the score, the lower the interest rate, you're saving money. So at 661, we want you to fight to get higher, okay? Because 29 points, let's say you got to a 690. In this example, a $15,000 car loan, $2,000 in savings over 60 months. $12,000 in credit card debt, $2,000 savings in 48 months. $300,000 mortgage, $40,000 savings in 30 years. That's the only thing that changed here is the credit score. Let's stop thinking about 700 scores and start thinking about 800 scores, guys. Okay? That's all about this company here. What's next, guys? That's credit. Next is what? Debt. Because we're racking up debt with bad credit scores, right? How about the finally try to get out of debt? Because then you got a credit score, you might have some extra debt going on there. How about guys be able to eliminate your interest by getting out of debt faster? Many individuals have tried to get out of debt. There were different programs years ago that's selling people $3,500 to try to get out of debt. They did with this mortgage company. Guys, same type of program included in our membership. You're going to be able to get out of debt, keep your same job that you have right now, keep the same income, the same expense budget that you have. The system is going to design you to get out of debt in record time, normally in a half to a third of the time, including your mortgage. And they're going to send you a monthly statement every month that tells you exactly what to do. You're going to know what to pay, and you're going to know how much to pay every single month until you're out of debt. Let's give you an example real quick, guys. An American family example is this. Same debts for your creditor's plan and the plan with Equity Max. We're going to take the same debt. We're going to take the same monthly payment here, right? Look at what your creditor plan. Your creditor's plan got you in debt in 29 years, paying over $233,000 in interest. Using our plan with Equity Max, in this example, a little under 8 years in debt, only $73,000 in interest. That's saving over 21 years in debt and over $159,000. Guys, they tell you exactly what to do. That is debt. What's the last one? Your retirement needs. Because all of us is working hard. That one day, 1 hour, 1 year, we'll be able to stop working and our lifestyle do not change negatively. And we do not have to go back to work. You see, you have to know what to do with your money, know what to do with your money now. Okay? Know what to do now. And it doesn't matter, guys, if you're 20 years old, 30, 40, 50. There's some plans, guys, that can still help you with this strategy. Okay? So it's not too late. You just need somebody to talk to that's working on your needs. See, everybody's different. That's why you have one-on-one. Some of you guys are married, some are single. Some got kids, some don't. Okay? Some got more money than others, and some got more time than others, right? You need somebody to talk to you. You need professional analysis to develop the best wealth plan for you and your family, guys. Okay? And the whole major thing is they're going to look at the 3 different type of buckets you need to put your money in. That's just simple investment. You need to know about tax now buckets. It's your stocks, your bonds, your IRAs, your 4S, the cryptocurrency, all those things. Mutual funds, you got to know about that. Because there's a certain amount of money that you might want to have in that. But you also need to know about your tax deferred bucket, which is your IRAs, your 401ks, your 403bs. You got to know about that. There's only a certain amount that you might want to have in that. And you got to be careful with that. Because, guys, most people know about that because most people have their money there. If most people have their money there and most people are not able to retire, isn't that a clue? It may not be the best bucket. Because when you have that, all your money in that bucket, guys, what happens when you retire? You see, you're banking on your tax rate being lower in the future than it is now. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? But also, when you're looking at that, it makes other things taxable. You see, your Social Security starts off being tax-free. You start making $11,000, it start being taxed. Couples, y'all making $44,000 actually this year, or 85% of your Social Security will be taxed. And that's based on the taxable money that you have. Well, if all of your retirement money is always taxable, that means your Social Security is going to always be taxable. You can't have that happen. You need some of your money to be in what? That last bucket, which is tax-free. Tax-free. Those are things like your Roth IRAs, your IULs, okay, that's there. Certain types of plans that you need to be tax-free. When you take the money out, you're not paying taxes on it. You need to know about that. Well, how about, guys, one of the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money, tax-free, and with no risk of loss. No risk of loss. Market goes down, you don't lose money. Introducing our private reserve account, guys. And it's also self-banking. You don't know what self-banking is? Google it. Self-banking. You need to start earning money like the banks are earning money. You need to be able to earn money into these accounts, borrow money from your own self, okay? You're paying interest on the money that you're borrowing, right? Well, how about the interest that you're paying that you're borrowing is going into your retirement fund, your private reserve account. And then, okay, the money still looks like it's still in there, never lost, and you're making money on that side in the market already. You're making both ways. Making money like the banks are making money, guys, called arbitrage. You need to know about self-banking. You got a one-on-one conversation with the wealth experts. But how about, guys, land banking also? Being able to actually buy land at discount prices. You're going to get everything that I mentioned and I said, guys, okay, for $79.97 a month. $79.97 a month, and that includes your spouse. It includes your spouse, okay? Guys, when it includes your spouse, I like this because no contracts, no setup fees. See, we understand when two people are joined as one, two people also bring what? Tax issues. Two people bring what? Debt issues. Two people, guys, don't know how they're going to retire. They got credit issues. They got all of those things, guys. I'm telling you, okay? Two individuals need help. And that's why we got one price. Some companies that's out there have either one or two of our services, and they charge more than what we have here for one person. And they have setup fees. The value is here. Now you probably see why thousands of people are joining our company at record pace. Okay? Now you see why Financial Edge, guys, is being talked about. But here's the thing. That starts our opportunity because you know individuals that need these services. You refer those people to MWR Financial, okay? And you are in position to get paid. That's our business. Guys, we get paid daily to share this information. We get paid daily to share the strategy that everybody should have a home-based business, and MWR Financial can be that business. We get paid daily to share the Financial Edge membership, and we get paid daily to share the opportunities with individuals. Guys, individuals are making thousands of dollars with these strategies and these memberships. We can actually show you guys even how just the strategy alone, and I was able to, earn a significant amount of income with one of the strategy, just the instant pay rate strategy. Let's just take that strategy alone. That strategy alone, okay? How many W-2 employees do you know? And how many of them do you know that would like to save money in their taxes? Meaning have less to come out of their paycheck, getting them an instant pay raise. Right? All of them, right? There's 150 million W-2 employees that's out there. Some of them are government employees, some are family friends, some are co-workers, some are church members, some are business professionals, some are classmates. We're going to show you how you can refer those individuals and position yourself to get a guaranteed income and a significant guaranteed income. I'm going to also show you guys towards the end how you can share that income and get a six-figure guaranteed income strategy, okay? We're going to show that. We are still in pre-launch, and we achieved that. I'm in pre-launch, guys, and we're part of the millionaire. That's the Millionaire Club ring, okay? As far as doing so. We want you to make sure that you understand that. Let's get with it. Because the first thing that you do, position yourself in guaranteed income, you have to have a customer, and then you have to have your team. With just one customer. Well, let me show you how you can make income with just customers, okay? Just customers. You have a minimum one, great. They pay $79.97. Once you get in, you make $40. $40 for every customer that you refer to MWR Financial. $40. Then the company's going to say, guess what? We're going to have a refer customer, the 3 customers, and your membership is free program. So when you refer 3 customers, you're going to make the $40, $40, $40. And then, as long as you have those 3, you get the $79.97 membership, Financial Edge membership, free yourself. You get it for free. That's kind of cool. But also, guys, starting your 4th customer on, you continue to refer customers, right, to them. See, our mortgage people and real estate people really love this because they know a lot of customers. But guess what? They get the $40 for everyone, and they get to earn $10 per month in true residual income. True residual income. How cool is that? So they get 40 and then 10 going on. And here's the cool part, though. Our customers are also able to refer other customers. They're not doing a business, okay? They don't have the business opportunity. They're just a customer. But we understand if we do a good job, they will refer people, and those customers they refer become your customers. So if they become your customers, you get what? The $40 and the $10 a month in true residual income. And they refer 3. They refer to, see, they're referring with the incentive just to get their membership for free. But you get the $40 and $10 a month in residual. How cool is that? That's kind of cool. And to qualify for what? A guaranteed income, you just need one of those customers. Guys, you can refer as many customers as you want. Guaranteed income, you just need one. So after you get your one, you need to do what then? You need to refer 3 individuals to your team. This is the opportunity part. 3 individuals to your team. And we're going to do it quickly. Okay? For every person that you refer to join your team, you're going to get $50, okay, up front. You're going to get $50 up front. But here's the model. we have something called a momentum bonus. Okay, a person you refer, you get 50, yes. Okay, and you get some other incomes I'm not going over. Okay, there you get some additional bonuses of in between $10 to $75. Okay, in our expansion bonus. But I'm talking about the momentum bonus because this is what people are actually doing. Let's say you refer 3 individuals. 3 individuals have 1 customer. You qualify for guaranteed income, guys. Congratulations. You qualify for guaranteed income, but you also just made a bonus of $150 up front. You made a bonus of $150 up front. How cool is that? Okay, that's just a bonus. But those 3 individuals, all we do is duplicate the same thing. We want them to get guaranteed income. We want them to go ahead and get their customers. And we want them to go ahead and refer 3 individuals themselves as well. They're making their $150 in momentum bonuses. And if you help them to do that within your first 60 days, you're going to get an additional $450. These are just one-time bonuses just coming to you. So that's a total of $600 now within your first 60 days. But how about one more step? I'm going to say we're going to help them also. So in your first 90 days, you have those individuals to get 3 each, right? Now you're going to make an additional $900 for a total, guys, of $1,500 within your first 90 days. This continues to go on and on and on with 3 who gets 3 and gets 3. But if you do this within your 90 days, 3 who gets 3 who gets 3, you can potentially earn $1,500 in bonuses. But let me show you why you're focusing on this, what happens with your guaranteed income. Here's what's going to happen with the guaranteed income. I'm going to show you what's going to happen when you refer 3 individuals and taught them to do the exact same thing of what I just showed you. Not only are you going to get the fast start bonus of the $5, and you're going to get the expansion bonuses actually that we have, and the matching bonus we have, and all of those other things that we have. Okay, not only are you going to get the momentum bonuses, but when you refer 3 individuals, and you have 1 customer, you're going to start off with a guarantee of $5 a day, which is $150 a month. $5 a day for 3 people, 1 customer, $5 a day, $150 a month in residual income, guaranteed residual. I just showed you some upfront monies, guaranteed residual money. That's cool. But let's say we help those do the exact same thing. Those 3 refer 3 other individuals, because look at this for a second. We get to earn in between $5 a day to $1,000 a day. $5 a day to $1,000 a day. I like that. I like that. Because when they refer 3 who gets 3, then you got 12 people on your team. That 3 who gets 3, right? Let's say that's 60 days. That's $7,200 a year, guys. That's $20 a day, $600 a month in guaranteed income. That is significant, guys. Do you realize that that's like having $144,000 into a bank account that generates you a 5% interest on your money, an annual return? $144,000 that's in there that you don't even touch. Or you can go ahead and get 3 people and talk them to do the same thing. 12 people on your team, $7,200 a year. You can save and invest with that, right? This, guys, continues to go on. And it continues to go on to unlimited levels. I'm only going to show you 7 levels real quick. And 7 levels of doing that, guys, is 3,279 individuals on your team. On your team. If you look at the compensation plan of guaranteed income, you'll see that as it reached 3,084 individuals on your team, you have reached $1,000 a day, which is $30,000 a month. What did you do to generate $1,000 a day and $30,000 a month? You got 3 individuals and 1 customer. And you taught those individuals to do the same thing. 3 individuals down, 3 and 3 who gets 3 who gets 3, and look at that potential. Look at that potential. Now here's what I like. While you are working on the daily guaranteed income, some other things are happening automatically. While you're focusing on a 3 who gets 3 who gets 3 momentum bonus, some other things are happening automatically. What's happening automatically, guys? It's our presidential club. We have a presidential club bonus that's there that you can qualify for, guys. And you're going to be paid in between $500 to $100,000 a month. $500 to $100,000 a month in our presidential bonus. And then we also have a matching bonus, up to 50% matching bonus of that when you help people to do that. That's cool. While this bonus has been done, that's an additional bonus that's happening, which is our luxury vehicle club. And there's 3 tiers to the vehicle club. $500 a month, $1,250 a month, $3,000 a month. Guys, you get to pick the car, you pick the color, as long as it's within 5 years of age. $500 coming to you. $1,250 is coming to you. $3,000 guys coming to you, and it can go towards your house. How cool is that? And when you do that, guys, you know, that's by just doing what you're already doing by helping everybody to get guaranteed income. That's our system. Guys, we truly believe that this is the perfect business for you. You're going to be able to get an instant pay raise. You're going to be able to refer people to MWR Financial. Our experts are going to do all the work, I want you to understand, and you get to enjoy the rewards. To get into our company, guys, and get everything that you need to succeed is so simple. All it is, guys, is $99 one time, and then you pay $40 a month for your business center. And then you're able to refer people, okay, and get paid $99 and $40. That's you becoming structure and positioning, okay? With that $40, you're going to get your business center. I mentioned we're going to get 3 different websites too: your capture page site, your customer only site, and your full website and training and things of that nature. But then you also need to do something else. You need to go ahead and get your Financial Edge membership. Every business owner needs the membership. Here's where you're going to have your CPAs, your tax reduction strategies. You're going to have your record keeping system, make sure you're compliant. You're going to get your credit, your debt, your wealth generation. That's your tool, guys. And remember, that's $79.97 a month. But do remember, when you refer 3 customers, you don't pay the $79.97 any longer, right? When you look at that together, guys, $228. If you're taking notes, write it down. $228.97 upfront, $119.97 a month. $119.97 a month, fully paid. For 3 people, you don't pay the $79.97. It's only $40 a month for the income that I mentioned. Okay, for the income that I mentioned. Now, I'm going to show you something else. We're going to show you a strategy. Okay, we're going to show you a strategy. And you get this concept. If you get this next concept, okay, you can put yourself in position to make a significant amount of income with our company. I'm going to show you exactly what I focus on, okay? Exactly what I focus on to actually be the first $1 million or millionaire residual ring club winner here, okay? The first to actually be able to do that. Let me show you exactly what I focus on. And people that are successful, okay, are focused on this strategy. They focus on this strategy here. And here it is. If you understand that your instant pay raise, that's the strategy of instant pay raise, is on average $300 to $600 a month. Or if you understand that if you save at least $120 on your taxes, which is $300 to $600 or $120 on your taxes, it covers the cost of the membership of $120. It covers the cost on there. You need a home-based business. Okay, you need a home-based business. If you can get 3 individuals to understand that they need a business and their membership and positioning along with their intent to generate a profit, participating, keeping records, can potentially cover the cost of their membership by just structuring themselves. Okay, so they're in business, what? The membership is covered. Tell you exactly what I did. If you do that, look at this strategy for a second. Look at this strategy. This is a 6-figure guaranteed income strategy here. And we're going to show you guys just with a daily guarantee and a residual bonus. Now, all you got to do is qualify yourself and do the 3 who gets 3 who gets 3, right? Qualify yourself. Remember, when you get to 12, that's $600 a month, that's $7,200 a year, and you just continue to do that, right? You just continue, and you continue to do that. 3 gets 3. When your team gets to 585 individuals on your team, I need you to understand what happens. Remember, all you're doing is letting your taxes cover your membership because you're structured. If you start there, taxes cover your membership. Taxes cover your membership. Get your customer, 3 and 1, qualify. 585 individuals on your team, you're now at $200 a day in daily guaranteed income. Remember, these are working together. You're at $2,500 a month in presidential. That's $8,500 a month or $102,000 a year. And remember, we got one more, our luxury, $3,000 a month. Guys, this strategy is $138,000 in guaranteed residual income. In guaranteed residual income. And all you did was qualify for guaranteed income yourself, and you taught others to do the same thing. And that team grew to 585. How cool is that? But then the company said, you know what? We want to take the risk out of it. We want to take the risk out of it. We understand that, yes, the taxes can cover their membership, but we want to take the risk out of it. The company has said, we're going to guarantee your success. We're going to guarantee your success, guys. If you follow our plan of action, and if our strategies and experts are not able to save or make you more money within your first 30 days than this business costs, you're going to get a full refund. A full refund. You have no risk of loss at all in this. Guys, we truly believe that the time is now. Okay, the time is indeed now for you to take control of your financial future. And guess what, guys? You can do that today. You can do that today. Well, guys,